here. Hello, welcome to our journaling time. My name is Alicia Lott. We are here. It is Sunday, March 15th, and we are just moving right through the month of March. I love it. It's so far been a pretty decent month for me. Hope it's been okay for you as well. Today we are going to just get ourselves ready for the week. We're going to be in our journals. I'm going to give us some quiet time and space to have your moment to yourself to journal, because that is important to get ourselves kind of in the right mindset for the week. I feel, I think it's important. So yeah, all right, we're gonna be here. So our first half, we are here for 2 hours. Our first half, I'm going to ask you some planning questions, just some questions to kind of get you to start to think about what you've accomplished over the last week and what you plan to do next week and the week after that and the week after that. So we're gonna work on that for the first half, and then give us a little break, and then the second half of our live stream, I will give you more quiet time, and I'm going to set up my weekly spread in my bullet journal, and you hopefully will be there with me working on your thing, and we will just, kind of enjoy each other's company during these 2 hours. So I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad, that you hopefully have survive the week unscathed. So let's get started. Let's see actually if there's anyone in the chat. All right. Yes, we got Miss Ellen. All right, I give you a hug. Ah, I hope you had a good week. I hope you're feeling all right. I hope, March is here. March is upon us, and we are almost it's almost springtime, and I'm so happy. I've been celebrating spring ever since March 1st, so I can't wait. I cannot wait. So I hope you had a good week. Yes, all right. We're gonna talk about this. If you feel like sharing about your week, let us know. Okay. But yes, all right. Let's get started. Ah, okay. So first, I do want to know, how was your week? So Ellen, if you feel like giving us a thumbs up, a thumbs down, some kind of emoji, some kind of maybe the angry face emoji, that red kind of scowly face. Yes, let us know in the chat in here. I want to put your hi up here. Let us know how you were doing, how you felt over the week. So leave me an emoji if you'd like. And then I also wanted to know, what was the highlight of the week for you? So, maybe ponder on that and think about, let's keep it positive. Let's think about what was something that was really good about the week. Maybe it was a new food you tried. It's always food. It's always. It could be, maybe you won some money. You did a scratch off and you won a little bit of money. Who knows? So yes, what is your highlight for the week? So yes, I'm going to leave you a moment to ponder there. Yeah. All right. And we've got, let's see. Okay. Okay, so thinking about our highlight of the week, I'm going to tell you my highlight of the week was I did my taxes, which sounds, that lets me know how old I am inside, maybe like that's the highlight of the week. But I know myself, if you live in the US, you are, you have to, and you're a working person, you have to do your taxes every year, and April 15th is coming up quickly, and I didn't want to be this year. I'm never like a very last minute person. Like some people, you'll see them dropping their tax forms in the post office box midnight on April 15th. I've never been that person, but I do tend to wait until the last minute to do it, or close to the last minute, I guess. And I was like, no, this year we're gonna be different. We're gonna actually be prepared. We're gonna do it a month early. So yeah, I set up a time, a day in my bullet journal, and I said, all right, I'm just gonna set up the paperwork. I'm going to log into my tax software, and then I'm going to gather all my papers together. I think the reason I'd waited even this long was that I had some changes last year. I was working as an independent contractor versus a W-2 employee, so I was worried. So I was more worried about how everything was going to go, and so I was like, okay, baby steps. I'm just gonna sign into the software, make sure I can log in, get all my papers together, and then if I want to stop there, I can stop there. And then I ended up doing all of it. So, yay! Yes. So if you have not done your taxes yet, or if you are working on some project that needs maybe some assistance, maybe needs a co-working buddy, I've been really trying to like grow my followership on Instagram, even though I don't post anything hardly. So I don't know how I expect that to work. But if you just want like a co-working buddy, I have some projects that I'm working on, and it's just nice to have someone else in the same space together, and that's why we have this live stream as well. Just to have someone, we're all working on our stuff together, but separately. So if you would like to do that in some other time as well, feel free. You can DM me at Alecia Lot on Instagram, and you'll see some very old posts. I'm going to post more, but baby steps with that as well. All right, so let's see who else we have in the comments. All right, we got Miss Ellen. What? Dang, it's spring. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. All right. Well, I hope you are, drinking some iced tea. Iced tea is like, I don't know, it's like the dream beverage for me at the moment. Like, just have a big glass of iced tea and just enjoy the warm weather and the sunshine. And you're in Texas, is that right? Yeah, so you are living it up right now. So yeah, I can't wait to get to your level weather-wise. Like, yes, that would be amazing, and we will just enjoy some iced tea and some gin and tonics if you drink. I don't know, and just have some sunshine on our faces. It'd be amazing. Yes. All right, girl. But yes, I'm so happy to hear that you are hopefully enjoying that springtime. Yeah, for the rest of us. All right, y'all. So now we're going to get into our journaling time. We're going to gather our things. Yes. Okay, she is in Texas. El Paso. Yeah. I'm sure it's just lovely. I'll just yes. Enjoy that for me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that must be amazing. I'm like, yes, I can't wait. We have about, I'll say, I don't know, I'll say maybe optimistically maybe 3 or 4 more weeks of yuckiness. We'll see. I don't know. All right, so y'all, okay, gather your gear so that we can journal. Oh, yes, some iced tea. Gather your gear, and we will get started with our journaling time. Okay, so you need your pen, you need your journal. This is my bullet journal. I've been trying to put everything in here, but if you like to keep things separate, definitely have a spiral notebook, which I also have. I just switched over to this guy. I just put everything in here so I can look at it throughout the week, because otherwise it'll just go off into the ether and never hear of it again until the following Sunday. So that's why I do it this way. But yes, okay, so have your journal, have your notebook, have your pens, okay, I have one pen, but let's see, they've been running out on me. I need to find different pens. I've been using these, what is this, the Pilot G2. I've been using these pretty much for the past few years, like since 2019, something like that. This has like been my ride or die everyday pen, and I bought a big container of them, and now they're almost gone. I think I did that. I don't even know if it was a year ago, but yeah, just a giant container of pens, and they just ran out so quickly. And now I'm like, I feel bad that I threw away all these pens, all this plastic. So I'm trying to figure something else out. So if you know of a pen that is as smooth as a gel pen, that's maybe like a fountain pen or something like that, please let me know, okay? Because I want to not be just throwing plastic away all the time. So, all right, get your pen, get your highlighters, get your permanent markers, get your calendar stamp if you use that. I have one that is on the correct month. Get some ink, your correction tape if you use that, ruler, pencil, get your coffee, get your lip balm, all of the stuff, okay? And while you're doing that, I do have a question here to ponder. What small habit or action could I plant this week? We're all about the springtime theme of just, planting different things for the months to come, and just feel being in a growth mindset, I guess, and feeling as though things are possible, looking toward the future. So yes, what is something small that you could start to help grow this week, and put it in the ground and put some water on it and see it grow? Yeah, I'm gonna just let you do that, and let me make sure while you do that I have everything, because sometimes I'll read the list and then I find that I don't have everything. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. We're gonna just. All right. We got all our stuff. We're gonna get started. Okay. So first, I'm gonna turn this music down just a touch. Not that much. Okay. So what we want to do now, we're leaving this week behind, or excuse me, last week behind. We don't want to think about last week anymore. Last week is dead to us. Okay. So what we're going to do is, if you feel comfortable, I want you to, I'm holding onto my shoulders because I know what's coming. I want you to close your eyes. Okay, we're going to do 3 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you are a person who likes to hunch their shoulders while they type or while they work, then this is your chance to put them back down to their original position, okay? So we're going to do 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And then one more good, deep, cleansing breath. In through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, I'm going to peek, but if you can keep your eyes closed still for a moment, go ahead and shake your arms out too. I forgot that. Go ahead and, just get loose. Feel limber, loose. All right. And keep your eyes closed. And now I want you to just do some visualization with me, okay? I want you to think about, what do you want? What do you want in your life? What do you want? What donut flavor do you want? I'm thinking of donuts right now. What? Where do you want to be in your life? What do you want your living space to look like? So start to think of those things, and I want that to be kind of the guiding force for you when you are creating your journaling spread, if you're doing that today. So let's ponder this. Also, if it helps, maybe think of what you don't want. Think of things that you, if you had them 5 years from now, or if that the situation were that way 5 years from now, how would you feel? If you wouldn't feel good, then maybe that's something you don't want. And how do we move away from that? So yes, these are important things to make sure that we think about as we're making our weekly spreads and setting ourselves up for this coming week. Okay. All right. So now you've done that. Okay. And so now I'm going to give us about 10, yeah, I'm going to give us 10 minutes, and we are going to just do a brain dump. So basically, a brain dump is just you are taking everything that you are thinking about and putting it on paper, and you're just trying to be as free and open as possible when you do this. Okay, so you're not worried about spelling errors, you're not worried about making sure everything makes sense. It's you're the only one that's going to read this, hopefully. So yes, you are thinking about everything that you need to do this week, and how you're going to prepare to do those things, and how you're going to get yourself try and get yourself together this week. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to give us 10 minutes. Get my little timer. All right. There we go. No, not three. We're going to do 10. All right. So starting now, get everything out onto the page, and it will make you feel so good and so ready to start your planning process. Okay, we have about 30 seconds left in our brain dumping time. Okay, that was our 10 minutes of getting everything that's swirling around up in our heads out onto the page. I hope that was helpful just to start to reorganize everything in your mind so that you can start to plan. Can't plan unless you know you're doing, I guess. So yes, I hope that was, gave you a little more clarity toward planning and being productive this week or not. You know, we're not all about productivity here. Sometimes we just want to smell flowers, right? Okay, so now I want to ask you, what tiny progress did you make on your goal last week? So these are things I want you to start to answer in your journal. I'm going to make myself a little, just going to draw a lot. It's hard for me to show you without showing you what I wrote. But I'm just drawing a line in my journal, and now we're going to start to work on some of these planning questions. All right, so our first one is going to be, yes, what tiny progress did I make on my goal last week? And what tiny progress did I make in my life? So I want you to just think of, and when I say tiny, maybe you started using a different toothbrush. We can get small. We can get really small. So yes, I think all of it counts. So even gathering materials to do your taxes, if you haven't done them yet, you gathered the papers together. You had to maybe contact one of your old employers because you didn't get all of your papers that you were supposed to. Whatever it is, that counts. All right, so I'm going to give you 3 minutes to ponder that question and write that in your journal. If you feel like sharing it in the chat, I would love it. We can give you a high five, give you a little pat on the back, but that is not necessary if you want to keep it to yourself. Okay, we have about 20 seconds left. Think about what progress you made last week. Hmm. All right. Very good. Very good. I hope there was something that you found that made you smile, that made you feel very proud of yourself. Because I know there's something. I know there's something. So, all right. What is our next question that we need to ask ourselves? What is my energy forecast for the week? So, leaning more into the weather theme, I decided, okay, we're going to make this either stormy, mild, or sunny. So how do you feel your energy is going to maybe go up and down over the coming week? And how can you plan for that? How much or how little should you plan based on that? And when should you plan certain activities? Because I know, yes, toward the for me, yes, beginning of the week is best for planning any sort of really involved activities. Just because, yes, I know I have more energy, and it's tempting to want to put everything onto the weekend or toward the end of the week, and that's not always good. So, or the vice versa. Maybe it's better for you to not have everything at the beginning. So I'm saying a lot. All right, let me go and get us back to. I'm going to do another 3 minutes for this, and we will ponder this question together in our journals. All right, we have about 25 seconds. Oh, all right. I wanted to find an emoji to describe my energy level. I'm going to say it is mild. It's, it's, yeah, oops. Wait, it's not super energetic. I'm not bouncing off the walls, but I'm not ready to hibernate either. I feel okay. It's all right. So yes, I hope you got a good gauge, a good sense of what your energy level is feeling like for the week, and you can plan accordingly. That's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to be prepared. Yes. All right. So now, what kind of environment helps me grow best right now? So springtime, plants, growth. We're all just vegetables. I, so yes, think about. I've been really starting to think more about the environment in which I'm working and or trying to be creative and how that affects my productivity in that regard. So yes, for you, where do you flourish? Where do you do better? Where do you not do so great? So that's what I would like you to think about in your journal, and I'm going to give you 5 minutes for this question. I feel like it's a little bit, you have to think a little bit harder on that. Um, and so we will reconvene in 5 minutes. I want you to think about where is best for you to work, to study, to read, things like that. All right, we have about a little less than 20 seconds now. Very good. Yes, y'all. All right. So, yes, what type of environment suits you best when you are maybe in deep focus mode or you're concentrating or studying or working, whatever it is, cooking, eating? Yes. And how can you adjust your current environment? How can you create that in your home or if you find it elsewhere? For me, I know for any kind of deep focus work, I kind of need to be in a smaller enclosed space, almost like a closet. Actually, I have worked in walk-in closets, and it was wonderful. And when I was in college, I actually would lock myself in my dorm closet because I wanted to, or it wasn't a dorm; it was an apartment. Because I wanted to get my work done, and there were books that I had to read that were very boring, and I needed just a distraction-free place. So if that's you, just know you're not alone. Sometimes you just need something with no windows and just quiet and dark, and you could just focus. So yeah, all right. So I wanted to pose that question to you. Let me look and see what's in the chat here. All right, we've got Miss Budgeting Mama. Hello, I give you a hug. Yes. Welcome. Happy Sunday to you. We made it. We're back. So yes, I hope it was a good week for you. Good morning to you. Ah, yes. So we are moving right along. Ah, I love to see my crew here, and we are gonna just keep going here. So now I want to ask you, what is one thing? Yes, what? What is one thing I can care for patiently this week instead of rushing? So we are plants. I'm just gonna say it. We're just big meat plants. So I'm gonna figure out the wording for that. But what is one thing that we can, kind of nurture like a plant and water and, abandon it and come back as I tend to do with plants, and instead of trying to rush it and make it grow quickly. Hmm. Hmm. Yes. I want you to think about that. Um, and then why did I put this? I don't know why I put this question with this, but I want you to think about that. When can you schedule your body doubling and co-working? It doesn't really go with this question. I'm so sorry. All right, so maybe just separate these two questions. Like, what can you grow, or when can you schedule your body doubling or co-working with another human being? Yeah. So I'm just gonna be over here in the chat. All right, I see. I see. Lieutenant Neota is here. Yeah, you and me both. I did that daylight savings time messed me up. Yeah, just sleep. And although I feel like I'm sleeping better, but then not waking up is more difficult. I don't know. Just something is off. Uh, but yeah, it wasn't an adjustment. I will say that. So I'm right there with you. But good morning to you. I give you a hug. Yes, look, the crew is coming. Uh, oh no. And then she said, the week has been a mess. Just a mess. The whole week. The entire week. No, no. I'm so sorry, no. But you know what? That week is dead to you now. I hope I hope it's whatever it was something that is recoverable. You can bounce back. But no, I'm sorry to hear that it was not a good week. I just see y'all. We need to just give the lieutenant a hug for the week. You got through it. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I know how it is when it's like, this, I can't wait for it all to just be over for the week. So you're here, you made it. I'm so happy you're here. No. Yeah, say hello to each other. All right. Yes. Aw, you guys. I love the crew. Our journaling crew. We're here together. It's Sunday. We're just trying to survive. That's all. Yes. All right. So we're gonna think about this question now, or one of these two questions. What is one thing I can care for patiently, like a plant, like a the what is a plant that I can think of that people grow outside, like a tomato plant that I could care for this week instead of rushing, because plants take their sweet time and they're not going to just sprout up for you because you said so. So think about that. And then this side question, we'll just call this question 4A. When can when could I schedule body doubling or co-working? Okay, so yes, I'm glad you're all here. I'm glad everyone, is in okay spirits, and we're gonna think about that. Yeah, I want you to put this in your journal and think about how you can just be patient, which I know is so difficult for me anyway. Ugh, it's the worst. All right, I'm going to give you. Let's see, where are we at on time? All right, I'm going to give you 3 minutes to think about this, uh, and think about if you need to schedule any sort of body doubling or uh, and I hope we all, yeah, this is the crew. We know what we mean when we say body doubling. Just somebody there with their eyeballs on you, watching you do your thing. Okay, 3 minutes. Okay, I don't know when the timer went on. Uh, I hope yes. So we have just been pondering what is one thing I can take care of patiently this week instead of rushing. So we are just watering the plants, sowing the seeds of our lives or something. And so, yes, so think about that. Okay, moving on. So now tell us, or actually don't tell us because you're going to write it in your journal. If this spring went really well for me, what would be different by the end of it? Oh my God. So, end of spring, that would be what? Late May, June? So, what would be different by the end or middle of June? If you're in the United States, that is, I don't know what springtime is like in the country you are in if you are not here in the US. I'm sorry. So tell me, springtime, what's going to be different if it went really well? And one word or sentence is going to be enough for that. And I am going to give you, in that spirit, I will give you 3 minutes to think about that and write it in your journal. And then we're all gonna, no, we're not. Um, the end of spring, we'll just read it back to ourselves and I don't know. So, anyway, 3 minutes. Think about this. Write it down. What's going to be different for you in a good way by the end of spring? Okay, we have about 30 seconds left. Yay. Okay. All right. So now we're thinking about the end of spring, but we haven't even started spring yet. But I don't want us to get too far ahead of ourselves. But at the same time, it helps to think about that. So, hmm. All right. Let's see what we have in the chat here. Okay. Miss Ellen. Yes. Okay. Home would be more organized and livable. Yeah. Yeah. I'm right there with just organization and just knowing where to find stuff and just better, just a good, more calm feeling when you walk in your house. I know that feeling. So yes, I wish that for you. I don't know what this does, but I wish I wish more calm and peace in your home when you walk inside, and just that good feeling of knowing that you know where stuff is, because that is the best feeling actually when it happens for me on the rare occasions that it happens. All right. So yes, that is a good goal, I think, to have, especially for springtime. Sorry. There we go. So I wish that for you, definitely. Ah, all right. So now we are gonna take what we wrote, and we're gonna take a highlighter, or we're just gonna use the same pen we used, and we're gonna underline everything that jumps out at us about what we wrote. And then we're going to use that information and put it in our journals. Okay. So I think I'm gonna put a little. Um, I think that will help you when you go to make your plans for the week. So I have some markers here. I have some highlighters. I want so much to get more highlighters, but I have to like stop myself. So I have those, and I'm going to take this and just all these scribbles that I wrote, just take them and highlight them, and then I can go back and look at them and put them in our journals, my journal, and feel better about the week. All right, so I'm gonna give us 3 minutes to do that. Yeah. Okay. And are you ready? Go. Okay. Right, we have about 20 seconds. Hurry. Oh, okay. All right. I hope we're bringing it all together. We're putting it together. It's starting to make sense. Hopefully, maybe it's starting to, feel a little more organized, and so that we can get. What am I doing with my timer? So that we can start to put it into our planners and just go boop 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 boop. This goes here. This goes here. Okay, I am so organized. I am going to run the world now. That's the energy we want. Okay, or not. All right. So now I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to stretch your legs. If there are donuts around, get a donut. If you need some water, some coffee, some tea, some alcohol, go ahead and get that. And then, if you have a little time, dance it out. But I hope you come back in 5 minutes and we will have more quiet time, quiet to work on our journals. Yes. Okay, so here, let me turn this off. Boop, 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 boop. We don't need that. Okay, so I'm going to give. Yes, drinking more water is so important. Yes, so use this 5 minutes budgeting mama says, because I agree as well. We should drink more water, and I'm gonna actually partake in that as well. We're gonna be hydrated this week. Okay, 5 minutes. Uh, where's my thing? Okay, every week, the struggle is so real. All right, here we go. Yes, we're gonna drink more water. We're gonna have some mimosas and tea and water. All right. Yes, that's another thing I didn't mention. If you have multiple beverages, that we're on the same level. I don't know. No, don't feel that you have to have multiple beverages, but if you do, that's awesome. I have coffee and I have water, and coffee looks low, and I want to finish all my coffee today. All right, so gonna get more coffee. And yes, if you have a mimosa, just let us know and we can be jealous together. All right, 5 minutes, y'all. I'll be back. Oh, and there's a bonus question here too. Okay, 5 minutes. Hello, we are back from our 5 minute break. Why does this music? Yes, back. I saw some things in the chat that I love. I love to see it all. Wait, what's happening in the chat? Okay, so yes, I hope first of all, I hope that the 5 minutes was good for you. I hope you are hydrated now, feeling good. You have your beverages of choice. However many you need by your side for your journaling. So many. I don't know. So I hope you have that. And I also see in the chat, let's see. All right. So Miss Ellen, she has written here. She wants to see the home growing and on the way to being redecorated. Yes. Okay. So first, all right. First the organization, and then the redecoration, so that we can have a new feeling for springtime and beyond. And I love that. So that is awesome. Okay, I like this goal for you. I think that it's a very it seems manageable. It seems good. So I'm all right. I hope you will let us know how this goes and how everything turns out. Uh, if you feel so inclined, I'm on the Instagram. If you want to send me a picture, you could do that, and I will share it. I'll put a slide, and that goes for everybody. Just send me stuff, and if you want to see it on the thing. But yes, I would love to see the before and after Ellen. If you feel so inclined, no pressure. All right, but I feel that's beautiful. Yeah, we are doing this for spring. Getting ready. It's gonna be an amazing springtime. I hope. All right, so now is the time that I stop talking as much, and we are going to quietly plan in our journals. Okay, so it is a quarter 11:18 Eastern time, and I'm going to give us until 11:55. All right. Uh, where is my timer? All right, and so I'm gonna do 35 minutes of time for us to journal. Boop. Okay, what is that on my table? I don't know. Okay, so I have my bullet journal here. Oh, did you see all my stuff? You did? Okay. Um, my camera is not adjusted in the way that it normally is, so it's kind of freaking me out a little. Okay. Oh, yay. See? Totally. All right. So, yes, I hope. Um, I lost my train of thought. The questions, I hope that they do, make you think about stuff. I want you to, make sure that you are in a good frame of mind and to think about your future and what you want to accomplish this spring. So yes. All right, Ellen, thank you. Um, so now I'm going to give us this time and this space to journal and be quiet and grow like the plants that we are. Okay. Give us some of this wonderful music. And now we're a little bit off schedule. That's my fault. All right. So now it's going to be 35 minutes. Okay. Okay, my friends, we have about a minute and 45 seconds left in our quiet journaling time. Make the most of it. Now, you guys, this is the end of our quiet journaling time. Oops, freaking the music. Okay, sorry if that blew your eardrums out. Okay, yes, we are back. I hope that was a good 35 minutes for you to kind of get into your journal, get yourself, kind of formatted for the week. So yeah, I feel that it went all right for myself. I got stuck in a couple of places. But yes, this is my weekly spread. Ah, yes. So today, I actually, yes, have a little appointment to go look at some art at an art event somewhere in the Cincinnati area. I'm not going to tell you where. And so, yes, I'm excited about that. Last week, I went skating. And it was beautiful and the weather was perfect. This week, I don't know if it's going to be as nice, but it has potential. So I'm looking forward to being out there. And then, yeah, this is my weekly spread here. I'm going to read you guys my intention of the week. I intend to think about how my environment primes my brain for creativity and growth. I will be more intentional about designing and finding more spaces to think and breathe and let my mind do what it do. Yeah, I was struggling at the end. Like it's just gonna do what it do. And then yes, and then I have my habit tracker here. I realized that I've already done a couple of things. I've exercised and I took my vitamins. Look at I feel so healthy right now. But yeah, those are things that I want to focus on more. It's just, trying to be healthy somehow. And these are the coming 2 weeks. I have a dog sit coming up next weekend. So that may affect our live stream. I'm going to try and do the live stream from this new location. But if there's some kind of technical issue, I will let you guys know. I'll put a post in the in YouTube so that you know that it's canceled. I hope not. I'm going to try because I've done live streams from other places before, so we'll see. And then yeah, that's really it. Okay, you got to-do list over here. You got appointments and stuff over here. And here is our quote of the week. A flower blooms for its own joy. And that is Oscar Wilde. Yes, springtime. Yes. All right. I did see some comments in the chat. And I wanted to give some shout outs. Yes. All right, Miss Ellen. is yes, thank you, Miss Ellen. I'm glad the answers are helping you, or excuse me, the questions are helpful. And yes, Miss Lieutenant, all right, she wrote that she loves the questions too. I'm just feeling so good right now. Okay, this is excellent. I love to hear that. All right, and then Miss Ellen says, okay, the journaling sessions start early for you. Yes, okay, it's because you're Central Time. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Sunday 8 a.m. So the questions are dragging the answers directly from your subconscious. I love that. So I love to think about that. Yeah, it's like you're not fully awake just yet. So it's like everything is just, it's going to be the first answer that you think of. It's not going to be, something that you think you should say. So that, I like that. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, y'all. Well, I hope, yes, that makes me feel, I love to hear that the questions are productive and helpful for you. So, all right, thank you. Thank you. Anyway, yes, I will just take that with me for the rest of the day. And yeah, I hope you all have had a good, quiet session today, and I hope that the week goes well for you. I hope it's a little less of a less messy than it was for the lieutenant. Oh, mountain time, my bad. And I hope that, yeah, so Miss Ellen is out there in El Paso. She's in mountain time living. Um, and I hope that, yeah, I hope the week goes well for you. I hope you get a chance to do something creative and nourishing, and something that's going to help you grow mentally, and maybe if that means like organizing your space, or maybe figuring out what spaces work best for you, where you think best or learn best. All of those things are important. I don't think we give enough attention sometimes to our environment and how that affects us, and how that could be blocking our productivity or our creativity. So that's something to think about this week. All right. Um, anyway, love you guys. Love the crew. So happy you're here. I will, knock on wood, hopefully be back next Sunday. If not, then definitely the Sunday after I'll be back home. And yeah, I just wish you all a wonderful week. I'm gonna give you the upside down wave. Ah, upside down wave. Goodbye. Okay, have a good week. Is this thing still on? I think it is. All right, bye.